Hey, happy holidays everyone. I'm coming to you from Jim Thorpe, Pennsylvania, right here near the Jim Thorpe train station. I'm actually in town here for a few days to do a few different videos. But tonight's video is a special video. It's all about small town Christmas. We're going to take a walk and see what Jim Thorpe looks like around the holiday time. As you can tell, the courtyard here and much of the town is decorated and adorned for visitors and locals for the Christmas season. On top of that, I'm actually going to give you a hotel tour of the hotel I'm staying in, which is just up the block there. It's an iconic, historic, and reportedly haunted hotel. So I'm going to do not just a room tour, but an actual hotel tour. The people that work there have been very inviting and accommodating to me filming there. So I got to see a lot of things that you may not see if you come there to visit for yourself. So before we actually check out all the Christmas lights and decorations, let's jump to the hotel tour, get that out of the way, then we'll return here and do the nighttime small town Christmas tour. If you want to check all that out with me and then some, well, there's only one thing you got to do. You know, come along with me. Down here in the basement, you will find a type of game room. Yeah, so they normally have ping pong, but they have it taken out, obviously, for the COVID thing. But this is a type of game room lounge.
It's like part of the old tunnel.
Oh, wow. What was this used for?
This would connect over to the restaurant. I don't know what it was used for, to be honest with you.
Okay.
But this is underground.
Wow. Huh. That's pretty neat.
We usually have two ping pong tables in here. One on each side.
Okay.
But because of COVID,
Right.
it's changed like that.
So the gentleman working here did show us there's a tunnel there that connects underneath to the restaurant, goes underneath the ground, completely made out of stone. It's like an old access way, so that is pretty cool. I didn't know that was here. But again, this was a typically is a game room lounge. They do have two ping pong tables, which are removed. Now the seating is here for guests for dining from the restaurant. But this is down here in the basement. Pretty neat though, and a nice little bonus with that little passageway there. So here's the main lobby area. They do have a Christmas tree here, sofa, beautiful real fireplace. And over here you will find the restaurant, Broadway Grill Pub, which is where we'll be getting breakfast tomorrow. And here's the unofficial grand staircase. And pictures of, I believe, people who have stayed here. Got, wow, George Carlin here, Smothers Brothers, Pat Benatar, Charlie Daniels, Gary Allen. So some definite notables have stayed here. And here's the front door. So this is where you would come in to check in. They do have a separate entrance outside for the restaurant itself, but pretty spectacular looking. A lot of history here. So here's pictures. The woman at the desk said this is the New American Hotel, which they rebuilt after the original one, the White Swan, burned down. So you can see the game room, barber shop, billiard room that was located here. Here is the staircase. And look at that, there is the check-in area. Look at the woodwork. Dining room, parlor, and it looks like a bar. That was this location just as the New American Hotel, and that is right here in the lobby. So they do, you know, pay homage to the history of this place. There's a painting of the YMCA. We're actually going to see that a little bit later in the video. One of the great features, you actually have access to the balcony here / patio. Your key does give you access, And you can come out here and check out the street. How's that for a view? I will show you this again at nighttime when it is all lit up. Kind of filming this out of sequence here. Once you're coming from the patio balcony area, you do have a main master staircase, grand staircase right in front of you. And if you go down the hallway here, there is the elevator access. And along the hallways is all these old photos. Like some devastating flooding took place. Down the creepy hallway. Okay, so we're in the room now, and here we are. Now this is not your traditional ultra-modern, state-of-the-art hotel. This is a historic hotel. Loads of history here. The original place burned down, and it's just pretty spectacular as to the condition of it. It's old, but clean and up-to-date. And we got a nice queen-size bed here. You can tell even the lamps are not your traditional hotel lamps you can plug in your phone. These are, very, I guess you could say, appropriate for the time frame and theming of this hotel. But you do get 2 lamps, 2 little side stands. Got your AC heat unit. Really nice chair here. I do like that. Another lamp. It looks about a 40-inch flat screen TV. Everything is sanitized. You do get wet wipes. Over here you do get coffee maker, Keurig, a menu because they do have an in-house restaurant, and they give you a $10 voucher for free breakfast, or breakfast up to $10 worth. And you can actually order from your room, pick it up, and eat there, or take it back to your room. Down here you do have your micro fridge. And, excuse me, coming in here we do have a little closet with some hangers, your luggage rack. And over here we do have a nice clean and little quaint bathroom. Just enough for 1 or 2 people. You do have soap provided, facial soap, lotion, some makeup removal wipes. There we are. Hi guys. Your porcelain throne, and of course a shower. Actually not a cheap shower curtain either. There's this nice material. Inside you will find, let me give you some light here. We've got shampoo, conditioner, and shower gel. So you could just press on that to dispense it. And here is the shower head. Nothing, spectacular, but it is big enough to take a bath or for a shower. So it's not the biggest room, but it is in a historic location. And just to give you a view, it's not the best view. It's just down to the side parking lot. But I do think it is pretty amazing, though, that you do have access to that balcony, because going out there, day or night, you get a nice view of the street. Especially in warmer weather, I could definitely envision sitting out there and just taking a break, watching life go by. It's open 8 a.m. to 11 p.m. and your key card does give you access to that. Okay, so I'm going to take a few moments here and share some of the history about this hotel, because there is, as I explained, quite a bit of history. You can get much more information online if you wish to. I'm going to cover just the basics here. This is, as we already know, the Inn at Jim Thorpe. Started in 1833 with Cornelius Connor building the White Swan Hotel in this exact location. That's 1833. 1849, a great fire burned this hotel and several other buildings in the town right down to the ground. completely down to nothing. Connor, who originally built it as the White Swan Hotel, rebuilt it and called it the New American Hotel. So it was rebuilt, changed names to the New American Hotel. While operating as that, many dignitaries, including General Ulysses S. Grant, President William H. Taft, Buffalo Bill, Thomas Edison, and others, actually spent the night here. The inn fell into disrepair in the Depression, but in 1988, a gentleman by the name of John Drury purchased the inn and restored it to its original and current condition. You know, it's a modern updating, but still keeping it true to its original look and architectural designs to it. So there's a lot more you want to learn about it. You could go on Google. The hotel website itself did provide a lot of this information. On top of that, the hotel is indeed, or reported as, haunted. There is countless reports from guests reporting to staff of things taking place here. And that's the reason I booked this hotel, because I'm spending a night here by myself to do a solo paranormal investigation. That video will come out separate from this. And that video, I will go into the details as to what the reported hauntings are and to share a little bit more about what we're going to be hoping to catch, you know, what type of activity we may or may not encounter. So with that said, if you want to see that paranormal overnight investigation, make sure you are subscribed to the channel and have your notification bell turned on. But with that said, let's get back to our tour of the hotel, and then we're going to continue out onto the street, checking out Small Town Christmas in Jim Thorpe. Just say we go down to the basement too, where the game room is. There's something else to check out too, so we'll go do that now. And the one thing that's great is they're obviously super friendly with filming. They know I'm here filming, and they're actually like, here, check this out. Here's information. Check out these pictures. So they're really accommodating to people who are staying here to take pictures and videos. So keep that in mind. Not all places are like that. So they said if you come down the basement, go left, there's something we could press to see the old foundation. I think this is it. I don't know how you turn it on though. Oh, right here. Okay, so yeah, this actually lights up. This is the old foundation of the White Swan Hotel. So they kind of encased it. And it's hard to see with the reflection, but put it right against the glass. You're looking at the old foundation from the 1800s, and they saved it and allowed people to check it out. Stone foundation. And like I said, as you can tell, the hallways here, underground. Hallways are pretty narrow. Definitely has the shining hotel vibe to it. Here's the stairs and the spa area if you wish to get some work done. But yeah, it's pretty neat. Not like what I'm typically used to at most hotels. So I just wanted to say hats off to the staff here. They're pretty fantastic. There's a woman working behind the desk who checked me in, and a gentleman here who, I'm not sure if he's a manager or maintenance or something, but both of them combined were super helpful with, let me know about what's here to check out. Gave me papers with information about the hotel and the town itself. Showed me that little corridor thing connecting to the restaurant. So just based on their hospitality and appreciation of guests coming here, honoring the history of this hotel, by far, probably the best I've ever received. Even when I went to Altoona, the hotel there, modern hotel, they had, issues with me filming or even taking pictures. I was only able to snap a couple photos and do the in-room tour. Here, they're allowing me to go through the whole hotel and to share it with you guys. So if you're ever coming to Jim Thorpe or the Lehighton area, I highly recommend you consider staying here. Now, it's not the biggest room. You know, there's no swimming pool here. It's not an ultra modern hotel, but you're staying in a place that they basically hold utmost regards to. You know, they take good care of it. It's clean, friendly staff. It's convenient right here in the heart of the downtown, walking distance to everything, right next to the House of Jerky. And if you're wondering about pricing, now pricing obviously does vary depending on the time of year. Today is a Tuesday. I came middle of the week, and during the whole COVID situation, rates are down from what they normally are. This room, if I'm not mistaken, was $90 some. And for what you're getting, you know, I think it's pretty good. You're getting a $10 breakfast voucher, you get free parking, free Wi-Fi. You're staying in a really historic hotel dating back to the 1800s. And it's just a one-of-a-kind place. This is my first time ever staying in such a place like this with so much history, you know, older kind of Victorian feel to it. And then even that you have access to the balcony and stuff like that. It's just incredible. Like, it's just mind-blowing how accommodating they are and how much you get for your value. So without a doubt, if I come, I will be staying here again, and curious to see what results do pan out with our paranormal investigation in that other video, which is going to happen later tonight. Otherwise, I don't really have any complaints. You know, just know that you are staying in something that is not very common nowadays. They're always building new, ultra-modern, big hotels. This is the complete opposite. Now, there are rooms much bigger than this. This is a smaller room. This is the one I chose just to make it more affordable. You know, if you spend more money, you'll get a bigger room. They have rooms with double beds, king size, you know, more room in the room itself. This is great for me just for one night. So I'm happy with the quality of it. The bed looks pretty comfy. So I don't think I have any problem sleeping here tonight, except for if the spirits do keep me up. But I know you guys do enjoy the hotel tours and looks, and I think this is by far a fantastic place to stay. I hope you guys enjoyed what I was able to share with you. Now, let's get back outside and do our walking tour of small town Christmas here in Jim Thorpe, Pennsylvania. Welcome back. So quite a hotel tour, don't you think? The iconic, historic, the Inn at Jim Thorpe is a must-visit place if you're here in town. It's clean, it's accommodating, it's historic, it's reportedly haunted, as we said. And as I mentioned in that hotel segment portion, I will be doing an overnight paranormal investigation. So once that video is out, you will find a link down below in the description, or check my paranormal playlist to see when that video does come out. But now that we got that out of the way, we're gonna walk through the town here. We're here at the courtyard in front of the train station. We're gonna make our way up the street, show some of the storefronts, buildings, homes, and decorations that Jim Thorpe has to offer for a small town Christmas feel. So that wastes more time. Let's get started. The courtyard here is done up quite nicely. We've got all the light poles covered in lights and wreaths. And I'm just going to show the store across the street here, which has tons of, looks like blue lights in the window there. You can probably see them. There's also a gazebo that's decorated as we saw when we first started. Here's looking back. I know the phone is not doing as good of an image as what I see here in person, but that's just what I have to work with at the moment. But I do have it on the gimbal, so it should be nice, stable footage and be acceptable enough. But now the traffic's out of the way. That building looks quite nice, except for the street light, which is ruining the moment here, but they did a nice job with their windows. It's like almost like curtain lights. So here we are on Broadway. This is the main drag that goes through the heart of the town. And here you're gonna find a lot of great stores, architecture, and just unique things to look at. Now, I did do a daytime walking tour earlier today, a live stream. So if you didn't see that, I'll have it pop up in the corner of the screen. You can watch that. It's about a 2-hour stream. We did cover much of the town, including the old jail. But this is more of a nighttime Christmas video, which I titled Small Town Christmas. There's looking across at the bank. It's a beautiful royal blue color, which we saw during the daytime. And one of the unique stores here called Past and Presents, Unique Gifts. We saw this in the daytime. It has very, I guess you could say, interesting, unique, one-of-a-kind salt and pepper shakers. Great gift ideas, and they have a little bit of everything. Everything from a motorcycle, ATV, red pickup truck, to wildlife. One of the great things that they do here is decorate the trees all up and down. So we're going to have some spectacular views and sights. It is pretty spectacular. And yes, I use spectacular twice. It's great to see so many businesses. A lot of these are family-owned small businesses, and they are doing what they can to kind of keep everyone's mind feeling bright and cheery despite the situation around the world. I did show this earlier too. The red pickup truck is out in full force, and my viewer Barbara Bray certainly loves those. Here's the inn at Jim Thorpe. That's the hotel right there. Looks quite stunning, not only with the Christmas lights, but the spotlight showing up on the building walls. Gives it a nice, warm, inviting, cozy feeling. That's just gorgeous, isn't it? I don't know. I'm so glad I'm staying there tonight. It just looks so warm and inviting. Inside with the fireplace, as we saw, it's just couldn't ask for a better place to stay on a cold winter night. Also, too, I'm going to include a small photo montage at the end of this video because I'm snapping photos as we go about some of the decorations and storefronts. It's a beautiful winter scene here. Saw this during the daytime, as I mentioned, but nighttime looks even better with the lights. Nice big barn there. Now, if you find this bear, you know you came to the right place. This is the Bear Appetite. Soups, salads, sandwiches, and more. One of the more beautifully done businesses here, right on Broadway. It's okay, Mr. Bear. I'm sure they'll have your sandwich out pretty soon. I know you got to hibernate for the winter. Just be patient, it's coming. Now, next to the House of Jerky is another store right there, and you can see all the windows with the candles in each one. I wish more towns would take the effort to decorate like this. It really does change the whole vibe compared to other towns. Gotta stop here, check out the G-scale train. Too bad it's not running, but nice to see something set up there under the tree. I know many families have very similar setups to the tree, a few gifts, and just any old train they could find to run around the tree. Always makes you feel good inside to see that. There's a happy snowman. And you don't want to mess with him because he is protected by the law offices of them. You don't want to steal his nose. What do you guys think so far? I wish you could be here in person with me. I could tell you, this would be such a beautiful, amazing place to take a walk as a group of friends. And funny enough, now that it's nighttime, the wind died down, even though the temps are dropping, it's actually more tolerable, more comfortable now than it was earlier. I'm actually not nearly as cold as I was before. So I'm very happy I'm taking this time to do this. That one there has a different look too. We got some green lighting shooting upwards, not only on the wall, but in the window. And then some rope lighting, which you don't see nowadays too much. It's kind of outdated technology, but it almost looks like a suburbs of New York, like Bronx or Brooklyn. Not only in structure, but just the old school lights. And 24 hours from now, everything that you see is going to be covered under at least a foot of snow, which would look even more amazing than it does now, but I'm not sticking around for that. We're now at an intersection here, and it keeps going. So if the lights keep going, I'm going to keep going. It's definitely a team effort here. It's the city, like the borough, Jim Thorpe, the small business owners, and the residents that have all kind of teamed up to transform this into a beautiful small town Christmas village. And what we're going to do, as we did earlier, we're going to walk up this side of the street, walk down the other side, which will give you a chance to see a little bit of everything. This is the Artsy Olive. Nice little window displays. Saw this earlier today too. It's almost a type of gingerbread house, but it's not. But it's really well done. It was actually lit up earlier today. Oh, there's a little nativity scene. And we're gonna keep moving. It's actually eerily quiet now too. While you're watching this, make sure you pay close attention to the different decorations, buildings, storefronts, and comment down below. Let me know which is your favorite piece. Got to include that too. The old bicycle. And my new friends here. What are your names? Randy and Rebecca? Okay. That's Randy and Rebecca. They're on their honeymoon. Randy and Rebecca Reindeer. Nice folks. Or nice reindeer. Got some twinkling icicle lights. And look at the menu lights. That's my kind of lighting. Blue LED. This is tastefully done here. Candy canes, garland, ornaments. As we come up around the bend here, this garage is even decked out with lights. And something I want to show here, I saw it during the daytime, but we didn't go down this way. There's a little back road here, and this building's kind of formed in like a triangle shape. But they have a nice little window front here. I don't know what kind of store that is, but they are decorated, as is that home down there. Actually got a color changing light bulb. How about that? Fancy. They got the big Christmas light bulbs and some Christmas music playing on the outside. It's a nice looking home structure, whatever it is. It's called the Dolan Bed and Breakfast. Dolan House. Oh, there's the imitation C9 bulbs, those big ones, those are LEDs. Here's just some nice lights thrown on the door, green and red. Nice and festive. So if you're looking for a bed and breakfast, this is just up the street from the hotel that I'm at. This is called the Dolan House Bed and Breakfast. You can always do Google search and check out as a possible alternative as a place to stay. It's actually directly across from the Mach Chunk Opera House. So that's a good reference point. It's directly across the street. So this is the furthest we're going to go. The lights do continue, but that's going up towards the jail, which is quite a walk, and I don't want to do a duplicate video as I did in the live stream. So we're going to cross the street near the former fire company here and make our way back down towards our hotel, showing you everything on the opposite side. So once I get safely across, we'll continue on. It's like the calm before the storm, literally. Eerily quiet, peaceful, and this is all going to be transformed in less than 24 hours. I did want to thank you guys for coming on the stroll with me, because it's always more fun when you have good company with you. So even though I can't hear your thoughts right now, I do know you're here with me. Those of you who did watch the live stream may remember this little window front. They have these little figures in here, and I was jokingly saying they're all shocked. They're like, "Oh, it's JP, he sees us." They have an astonished look on their face. And right out front, it's a nice cozy flannel pillow on the bench. Surprised it's there. As we continue down, combination of storefronts and residences. This one is a private art studio, I believe. Or no, not this one. It's a little further down, but this one, nice and bright and cheery here. Got the angel in the window. Santa, looks like a caroler right there, screaming her head off. I want my presents. I want them now. Here's the art studio, art by Mara. Even, small things like this make it look nice. Candles and little, garland or poinsettia in the window, just something. We got a star right behind it, another tree decorated. Now, although Christmas is almost here, I do plan on doing more small town Christmas videos like this, focusing on small towns at Christmas time. Whether they are villages or towns or cities, if they have that small town feel like this, I'm going to do my best to document them. So coming into Christmas of 2021, you will see more of these types of videos. Not only touring town videos, but like I said, focusing on Christmas villages like this, even though it's not specifically a village, but you know what I mean. This one's got the flickering candle. Beautiful entryway. And we got snowman here with some candles. Time-wise, it's probably around 5:30, 6 p.m. So this is the amount of people in traffic you would expect to see. Here's the Courtright House. I did show these earlier. Beautiful entryways here. The blue one stands out by far, which is a little restaurant, Fine Food and Spirits. That's all like powder, sky blue colors. There's the Dreisbach House, 1899. And some woofers. Looks like they're in the midst of decorating right now. Oh yeah, we did see this one. It's got the little winter scene in here with Gus the groundhog. Keep on scratching. Yeah, they did this really, really well. I mean, it looks great. And it says "Send wishes" in the lighting there. And this is a letterpress shop for the modern times. Somersault. Letter prizes. I'm sorry, letterpress. I'm all jumbled up. Gus has me confused. Dang you, Gus the groundhog. Although not decorated, it is still a nice entryway here. One thing a lot of these buildings have are gorgeous front porches and entryways. The one picture in the hotel actually has a picture of all doorways, entryways. There's probably at least 15 of them, and they're all different but beautiful in their own way. Look at that one. Beautiful blue teal color. And the underneath of it though, it's like a work of art. The inside here is what I want to show you. It's one of the better storefronts here with some really classic vintage items. Everyone used to have those dolls that used to move with the candles. That was big in the 80s and 90s. Milkshake mixer. I'll take a chocolate malt milkshake, not too thick. What do you guys want? Better not misdial because you have to start all over. If you want to block someone, you leave it off the hook. This is another storefront with a train display, HO. A little switcher engine, and look at that, Railway Express Agency, it lights up. I need that for my train set. Old Pennsylvania license plate right there, right below the projector, where Sparky from Clark Griswold is watching this movie up in the attic.
It's a beaut, Clark, it's a beaut.
And some photos of the old jail. Nice black and white photo there on the wall. And a really old one up there. See if I can zoom in to show you that. Not sure how old that is or who that is, but that is an old photo. Now in the hotel I did show you a photo. It's hard to see right now, but this is the YMCA. You can see it much better during my daytime video, but this is the same one that we saw in the photograph or painting in the hotel that I showed earlier. Here we have Rainbow's End, sweetest little shop in town. And from what I've heard from multiple people is that this is one of the best candy stores around, especially in the Jim Thorpe area. And just to look on the inside here, it just has that classic nostalgia, old school candy store feel to it. You can see the jars and jars and jars of candy. North Pole Express blue tin. Just looks quite nice, and I hope to patronize this store in the future. Next to the candy store is the treasure shop, which has some unique gifts if you were a pet lover. They have cat and dog pillows here, which are both cool and creepy at the same time. Not sure if you can get custom made ones, but they do have Wilbur, what looks like from Charlotte's Web. But nice little gift ideas for the pet lovers, and they do have other things too. some of the ceramic houses and mugs and other gift ideas too. So consider checking out the treasure shop here on Broadway. One thing that's lofty in the air is Antonio's Pizza. It smells so good. May get some before the night's over. Mulligan's, which typically sounds like a pub, is unique toys and gifts. And they have all kinds of new and old style toys, everything from puppets to Go Fish cards to a tin train toy set. Even axe throwing if you're looking to be the next Rambo. And right next to my hotel is the House of Jerky, which they have all kinds of jerky. Some I never even heard of or knew even existed. And people have told me I should stop in here and get some. I don't know if I will or not, but it is good to know that you do have options when it comes to jerky, because they have, that's the listing: beef, turkey, buffalo, pork, alligator, rabbit, wild boar, venison, elk, ostrich, camel, duck, python, turtle, kangaroo, salmon, shark, and tuna. I'm not very adventurous, so I'll probably stick with beef. But if you want to get some cool one-of-a-kind jerky, check out the House of Jerky. Well, we are now back at my hotel, and it looks great right now. I first want to thank you for joining me for tonight's nighttime stroll of a small town on Christmas. It's my first time doing a video like this. As you know, I have done other tours of towns, but it was my first time ever focusing on the Christmas aspect of it. And a small town like this, especially Jim Thorpe, was a great way to kind of set off a new series, even though it's going to be a year from now until we see new ones. But Jim Thorpe is great for so many reasons, and although it's beautiful any time of year, coming here at Christmas time, you can see why it's worth checking out. It is just a one-of-a-kind place. Great, warm, small town feel to it. You know, you feel safe, you feel welcomed. The people here are friendly, polite, accommodating, and a lot of these places here are small businesses that, as you know, some of them are struggling to survive. So it's great to come here, spend some of your holiday cash if you have some, and support the people that are still doing what they can to make a living for their families and to keep the town a tourist destination. Even though train season is primarily over, there is still other things to see here. If you have any questions on anything you've seen at all, the comment section is for you guys. I'd like to hear from you as to what you thought about the tour, of the decorations, storefronts, anything at all. Feel free to share your feedback. Also, to see more touring town videos, up here in the corner there will be a link right there. You can tap on that and it'll show you my playlist of different tours, including the daytime version of this, Lidditz, Wilkes-Barre, Scranton, and Altoona. I have tours of all those towns, so if you want to see more similar videos, that's the place to do it. So anyways, guys, I want to wish each and every one of you a very safe, happy, healthy, and gracious holiday new year. More importantly, I want to thank you too for being here on my channel and showing your support and just being here as a friend of mine. I definitely am thankful and appreciative for each and every one of you. So before I get sappy and rambling, I'm going to cut myself off and say thank you so much. And as always, I'll see each and every one of you in the next video. And here's one final look from the balcony at nighttime. Wow. If you guys want this view, then you have to book this hotel. I mean, you can sit out here on a comfortable night with some hot chocolate or coffee and just take in the sights. Got the clock tower there looking towards the train station, which is hard to see, but it is back there. And just the many storefronts. So this was just some quick bonus footage because I did say in the daytime part that I was going to come back here at nighttime. Did my outro, got upstairs, and I'm like, oh crap, I forgot to show them. So this is just a little bonus segment. Hope you enjoyed the view from up here. And now we're going to check out that photo montage. Thanks again for watching.